All right, I'm back. Um, I went back to the video and was looking to see how much of the passage of God's words I had read, and I found out I had read none. So that actually worked out because I'll know exactly where to start. All right. God says, "Are there or are there not many things that are considered part of traditional culture?" What does this traditional culture mean? Some say it is passed down from ancestors. This is one aspect. From the beginning, ways of life, customs, saying, and rules have been passed down within families, ethnic groups, and even the entire human race, and they have become instilled in people's thoughts. People consider them an indispensable part of their lives and regard them as rules, observing them as though they were life itself. Indeed, they never want to change or abandon these things because they are passed down from their ancestors. There are other aspects of traditional culture which are ingrained into people's very bones, like the things that were passed down from Confucius and Mencius. I don't recognize that name. And the things taught to people by Chinese Taoism and Confucianism. Is this not so? What things are included in traditional culture? Does it include the holidays people celebrate? For example, the Spring Festival, the Lantern Festival, Tomb Sweeping Day, the Dragon Boat Festival, as well as the Ghost Festival and Mid-Autumn Festival. We don't celebrate any of that in America. Some families even celebrate the days when seniors achieve a certain age or when children reach 1 month or 100 days of age, and so on. These are all traditional holidays. Is there not traditional culture underlying these holidays? What is the core of traditional culture? Does it have anything to do with worshiping God? Does it have anything to do with telling people to practice the truth? Are there any holidays for people to offer sacrifice to God, go to God's altar, and receive His teachings? Are there holidays like this? What do people do on all these holidays? In modern times, they are seen as occasions for eating, drinking, and fun. What is the source underlying traditional culture? Who does traditional culture come from? It comes from Satan. Behind the scenes of these traditional holidays, Satan instills certain things in man. What are these things? Ensuring that people remember their ancestors. Is that one of them? For example, during Tomb Sweeping Day, people tidy up graves and offer sacrifices to their ancestors so as not to forget their ancestors. Also, Satan ensures that people remember to be patriotic, of which an example is the Dragon Boat Festival, for us 4th of July. What about the Mid-Autumn Festival, family reunions? What is the background of family reunions? What is the reason for it? It is to communicate and connect emotionally. Of course, whether it be celebrating Lunar New Year's Eve or the Lantern Festival, there are many ways of describing the reasons behind these celebrations. However one describes those reasons, each one is Satan's way of instilling its philosophy and its thinking in people so that they will stray from God and not know there is God, and offer sacrifices either to their ancestors or to Satan, or eat, drink, and have fun for the sake of desires of the flesh. As each of these holidays is celebrated, Satan's thoughts and views are planted deep within the minds of the people without their knowing. When people reach their 40s, 50s, or even older ages, these thoughts and viewpoints of Satan are already deeply rooted in their hearts. Moreover, people do their utmost to transmit these ideas, whether right or wrong, down to the next generation, indiscriminately and without reservation. Is not this so? How do traditional culture and these holidays corrupt people? Do you know? People become constrained and bound by the rules of these traditions, such that they have no time or energy to seek God. This is one aspect. For example, everyone celebrates during Lunar New Year. If you did not celebrate it, would you not feel sad? I guess for us, that would be New Year's. Are there any superstitions that you hold in your heart? Might you feel, I didn't celebrate the New Year, and since Lunar New Year's Day was a bad day, won't the whole of the rest of the year also be bad? Would you not feel ill at ease and a bit afraid? There are even some people who have not made sacrifices to their ancestors in years, and who suddenly have a dream in which a deceased person asks them for money. What would they feel? How sad this person now gone needs money to spend. I'll burn some paper money for them. If I don't, that just wouldn't be right. It might cause trouble for us living people. Who can say when misfortune will strike? Wow, Chinese people are nuts. They will always have this little cloud of fear and worry in their hearts. Who gives them this worry? Satan is the source of this worry. Is this not one of the ways that Satan corrupts man? It uses different means and pretexts to control you, to threaten you, and to bind you, so that you fall into a daze and yield and submit to it. This is how Satan corrupts man. Often when people are weak or when they are not fully aware of the situation, they may inadvertently do something in a muddle-headed way. That is, they inadvertently fall into Satan's grasp and might act unwittingly, might do things without knowing what they are doing. This is the way Satan corrupts man. There are even quite a few people now who are reluctant to part with deep-rooted traditional culture, who just cannot give it up. It is especially when they are weak and negative that they wish to celebrate these kinds of holidays, and they wish to meet Satan and satisfy Satan again, to bring comfort to their hearts. What is the background to the traditional culture? Is the black hand of Satan pulling the strings behind the scenes? Is Satan's wicked nature manipulating and controlling? Does Satan hold sway over all of this? When people live in a traditional culture and celebrate these kinds of traditional holidays, could we say that this is an environment in which they are being fooled and corrupted by Satan, and moreover that they are happy to be fooled and corrupted by Satan? This is something you all acknowledge, something that you know about. God said to the people who were listening. Anyways, that's all very true. But remember, God's words can sound one-sided without the full context. So in the full context, like, Halloween, you can't really celebrate Halloween. There's no justifying that. But like, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you can celebrate those holidays as long as you can see through them. As long as you understand them for what they are, you understand, okay, these holidays come from Satan. They don't come from God. I need to remember when I'm celebrating this holiday to keep God in my heart, to worship God in my heart, and, to invite God with me to celebrate the holiday that I'm going to celebrate. You know what I mean? And that's the principle for it, I believe. That's the principle that the brother above teaches as well. So, it is important to distinguish. It's important to know what holidays are and to see them for what they are. But, it's not that big of a deal to celebrate a holiday if you can see through it. Now, if you can't see through holidays and you think they're positive things and you think they come from God, then you shouldn't celebrate holidays, because you'll just be more deeply corrupted by them. But if you can see through them and you know that they come from Satan, then it's fine to celebrate them, because they won't affect you, because you can see right through them, right? But if you haven't seen through them yet, you need to read more of God's words so that you can see through them, and then you can celebrate them. And that's the way I look at it. So anyways, that's it for this sermon about culture. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something, and may God's will be done in your lives, my life, and everybody's life. And thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.